appreciate you joining us this morning on our. See, I'm getting tongue tied. I am my morning coffee. So, I just want to talk because I like having real conversations. And so, the name of this particular segment is Bridge Over Brew. We're missing the brew, but that's okay. So, but Bridge Over Brew. So, basically, what I wanted to do was talk about some life bridging conversations, some conversations that can literally bridge our now and later. And I think that you offer some amazing insight. I have been walking with you for a long time, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a whole lot from you. Just how to better steward my finances better, how to steward myself better, just as a woman, as a lady, and we talk a lot, and I hang out with you a lot, and it's funny because I probably hang out with you more than I do like the friends my age. Right. But there's a reason why. There's a reason why. And something particular happened this morning that I want to talk about just for the sake of being real. I want to have the real conversations. I want to have the raw conversations. I want to have those conversations that literally speaks to us and gives us wisdom for as we move forward and as we make decisions. So, is there something that happened this morning that you want to share with the people? And what did you get out of it? Because I know earlier we was talking about family and how that's important. And I just want to share the real, like what really matters in life. Because we talked about earlier, it wasn't money.
It's not money. It's being with family or having a village or support. That's what's important. And the thing about it is you're a part of my family. And what happened this morning was, well, I had Parkinson's disease. And which I'm believing God for total healing.
Definitely.
I've had it for 7 years, which I did not know.
Wow.
And it really erupted in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
You would never be able to tell that I have it because of the medication that they have me on.
And I can't tell you have it because how fly you be. I mean, between your hair, nails, outfit, I'm just saying, I can't tell. But anyway, go ahead.
But during the time of having that disease, you can have dreams. And the dreams, you act out the dreams. Wow. And that's what happened this morning. I was feeling like I was being chased by someone. And as I was being chased to turn the corner, I got rolled out of the bed and went to the ground and broke a couple of ribs. So, therefore...
And we weren't on live.
Don't make me laugh.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah. Okay.
But the thing about it is I laid on the floor for an hour and a half because I was here by myself. And no one was here to be able to help me. And I couldn't even get to my phone to call someone, which I would have called you.
Yeah.
My phone was on the bed. And I wasn't able to contact anyone or get anyone to help me. Not even my next door neighbor.
Wow.
But the thing about it is you learn so many things as I laid there on the floor and was asking God to help me. Lord, help me to get up. Yeah. Give me the strength to move. I know it's painful.
Yeah.
And I know it's excruciating pain. But help me to get up. And I realized one thing. Nothing is important than having your family or friends, which is your family.
Right.
To be there to support you and help you. And it's priceless.
Yeah.
Absolutely priceless. Of being able to call someone, being able to talk to someone, being able to have that friendship with family.
Yeah.
And even if it's not family, it's a village. Someone to be behind you and support you. And I am thankful, because you are one, that it's been a blessing in my life to be supportive.
Yeah.
And to be there to help me when I need it. Anything else?
Wow. It was something that you shared with me a while ago that really stood out to me, especially with you on this journey as far as Parkinson's is concerned. You said to me that you don't realize what you take for granted until you don't have the ability to do it anymore. And you was explaining to me how therapy was going, literally how you had to learn to put one foot in front of the other, lifting your feet up, one foot in front. The very action or what you would think is simplified that we do every day that we don't even think about.
That we take for granted.
That we take for granted. That you had to actually learn and be conscious.
That's right.
Of doing it all over again.
And that's things that we take for granted. That's why when God breathes into you and you wake up and you get that first breath, you should be thankful and say, thank you, Jesus, for another day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to breathe. Because we take those things for granted. Mm-hmm. And it is not something we should take for granted, because God gives us grace day by day. Yeah. And it's wonderful that we're able to move, walk. Because with Parkinson's, you have you're not conscious of the things that you ordinarily would do. Mm-hmm. You have to move your hands to look normal. You've got to take long strides, otherwise you shuffle while you walk. Yeah. You could shake the whole time. Your hands could be shaking and you have no control. Mm-hmm. But you have no control of the body because the brain, you have to tell the brain exactly what you want it to do. Wow. Every step you take, every walk, every movement, and it's very important that you exercise. Yeah. Because the exercising will help. But what I'm saying, the brunt of it all is like, give God thanks for everything that He does in your life. Just to wake up in the morning and make that day honorable, that you could help and save someone else. Yeah. And be a blessing and tell someone else of the goodness of God in your life.
I appreciate you. I really do. Because talking to you, I mean, it puts my life in perspective. And something, you know me. You know what I do. You know how many hats I wear. So
20 of them. 25, excuse me.
But I consider your home one of my safe spaces where I can come and I can take all the hats off.
Anytime and just do whatever. She can come and just relax, eat, enjoy, do whatever she wants to do.
Thank you. I appreciate
because
that.
She needs it, believe me. She really does. She doesn't have the time and the energy, or she wears so many hats. It's incredible.
Thank you. We're not talking about me, though. We're not talking about all the hats I wear. But I said that to say that whenever I come over here or whenever we talk and just have conversations, because sometimes our conversations blow my mind and I always leave better than when I left. Even though sometimes it makes me mad, some of the things you share, but they're real. And you give me some real advice, but I always leave with proper context, and it allows me to reevaluate some things and put some things in proper perspective. And that's what I really appreciate about you. And I love you to pieces, really. And I'll fight somebody about you. I'll fight somebody about her. Just making that clear. But you just offer so much insight. And sometimes I think that our generation sometimes take for granted how much y'all really have to say. Our elders, the things that you've been through, the things that you've survived, the things that you're pushing through, the things that you're still struggling with. When you told me this morning about you falling out of the bed, you saw what it was about to happen.
She was ready to come straight to the house, drop her son off at school, and come back, and not go to work. And I told her no.
Because at the end of the day, to me, family, who you love, is most important. You know what I mean? And it's not even about trying to create this, memory or trying to say, oh, I was there. It's literally if you have the opportunity to be there for them, you be there for them. Because the truth of the matter is, we saw what's happened with Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't wake up that morning thinking that he wasn't gonna see his wife and his other daughters again. So even beyond that, it's just putting things in proper perspective. God is a God that is limitless. He has limitless resources. And by the grace of God, I am in the position where if there was an emergency and I did have to call out, I could. So I'm blessed and grace to be able to do that. But even if I was in a situation where I couldn't, I know that God would grace me because he knew, number one, what my heart was, and number two, he probably called me to take care of whatever it is that you needed. You know what I mean? So when we talk about not walking in fear, and we've talked about that before, not being scared to do what it is that you know God has called you to do. And most importantly, just not being scared to be a good friend. Because at the end of the day, when you weigh out your employment, versus, who gonna really be there for you? At the end of the day, if I needed someplace to lay my head, I know I wouldn't be in the street.
Right.
Because I would be here. I couldn't.
Never be in the street,
sweetheart. But I can't go lay my head at wherever, I may be working. So that's one of the things that I really, really appreciate about you. You offer us like amazing insight, and just watching how you move with this Parkinson's, I can't tell.
I know God is so good.
He is 7 years.
He is so.
And you look nothing like it.
Nothing. I had no idea I had that long. I had no idea. But he's been faithful.
Yeah.
He's been extraordinary. I guess he knows who I am and how I am and how vain I am.
Yes, very vain. Beautiful.
Like, no, God, you're not going to have me walk around here shaking, looking like everybody else has. No. Now, let's do this. I'd rather you take me home than enjoy it. But he's been
Hey, watch your mouth.
I'm not ready to go home, God, but
in Jesus' name.
But I'm saying, I thank you for your faithfulness.
Yeah.
I really do, God. And money could not pay for what he's done in my life.
Yeah. If there's anything that you could tell somebody my age right now, any type of advice or wisdom, what would you tell them?
Find God, stay in God, and enjoy life. Enjoy it on a daily basis as if it's your last.
Wow.
Don't, look. You look for the future. You expect to have a future, but enjoy each day while you're in the now.
Yeah.
Not so much in the present, but in the now.
Yeah.
Because as you learn to enjoy the now, just smelling the roses, smelling the beauty of what God gives us on a daily basis is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to do. So I would tell you, enjoy your life. Use wisdom in everything you do.
You always tell me that.
Wisdom.
Because I've done some dumb things. And you have been here for it.
I'm not going to second emotion there. But...
And you have politely corrected me right back into a good place.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thank God. I thank God for that. But use wisdom, be attentive, and just constantly keep going forth.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
Yeah.
Don't look back. Looking back will stop you and stunt your growth. But just learn from the things that you have accomplished and what you have not. And just keep moving towards the things of God. And you will be blessed tremendously.
Thank you. So I'm going to throw some words out at you.
Oh.
You ready? Okay.
No, I'm not.
Yes, so I'm going to throw some words now. You don't know what word I'm going to throw.
I sure don't.
And I want you to give us insight. Give us wisdom. Give us something. A little tad bit that we can carry with us. You ready?
Oh, God.
You ready?
Excuse me if I throw out things that are not appropriate.
First word, finances.
Be wise in your finances. Make sure that you always say, I think of Job, not Job, I think of Joseph, constantly how he would save for 7 years, and then after when the drought came, how he had money to supply and never was broke. You should tell yourself, I'll never be broke another day in my life, that I shall move forth in the things of God. But learn what you need to learn. Know how to save. Know how to make sure you don't get in debt. Make sure that you do the right things that will bring you into a place of security. And with that security, what you can do is have the things that you want for your future. Think about your future all the time, your kids, whatever you have, and really move forward. Because it's worth sacrificing now and enjoying your labor years later.
So save when you're in a good season for the off season.
And it's usually every 7 years.
Okay. I think that's good. You've shared that with me before. Been working on putting that into practice. All right. So you ready for the next word? That was good. Next word, love.
Love. I would say love is, love is open, being open and fragile, and just caring for someone that cares for you. And there's no need of being afraid to love. Because many people never experience, die, and don't know what love is or how to love. And it's important for us because that's what God put us here, to love one another. As Christ loves the church. And I'm not getting spiritual on that, but what I'm saying is learn to enjoy life and love freely, openly, and just don't be afraid to share your heart with someone that shares theirs with you.
I can dig that. Sometimes, yeah, I'll be on reservations, so.
Oh, we all are.
So I like that. You know what my next word is gonna be? Let's talk about sex, baby. Enjoy that?
Enjoy it.
Sex? And lots of it?
Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Can you give us some context of that enjoyment?
I would say life is short, and I know what the Bible says. You should be married and things like that, and I'm not contradicting that. But what I'm saying, if you have someone that wants to care for you and be engaged, want to get married or whatever, and you two are in love with one another, I'm for it.
Okay.
I'm not telling you to go out and sin, because people will say that it's sin. But over the 20 years when I totally gave myself to Christ and never was able to have children, and not because I wasn't able to produce children, it's because of what the church told me. Sacrificing yourself and holding yourself. And never. Do I regret it? Yes.
That's real.
I do regret it, because of the fact I could have had children, but doing what the man of God says, and according to what the word says, to some degree, I would have enjoyed life much more than I have. Everything was church.
Wow.
It's not that way no more.
Oh, wow.
Let a man come around.
Hey, we're going to move on.
That I care for
I
and
think,
love.
look, I think that's the opioid talking. Or not. It could be.
The what? The
That's
what?
what I'm thinking is the opioid talking. Or not. That's funny.
I'm telling
She
you.
said, let a man come around here.
I'm serious, Adelia. That I really can't.
This
He's
is why I
good to
love
me.
you. You just ain't he good to you.
Yeah, he good to me. Sure.
Oh my
That's
God.
why I say enjoy it.
Well, when I get married, I'll make sure I do that.
No. When I get married too, I can enjoy it. Believe me. It's true. Sure.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, this will be our last word.
Yeah.
Happiness.
Oh, happiness. Well, happiness is what you make your life to be. You can enjoy it, get up in the morning, and it's the minute things that are just minimal to other people and doesn't mean anything. It's all in the state of mind.
Yeah.
Happiness.
Yeah.
If I want to be happy, I can be happy and let nothing interfere with that.
Mm.
You have to guard your heart, guard your mind, and only focus on the things that are going to be benefiting to you and a blessing to you.
Yeah.
If you know you're blessed every day and say, I'm blessed, thank you for, before I leave this place or leave my home, I'm going to a war zone.
Yeah.
So from that war zone, my protection is putting on the whole armor of God. And as I put on the whole armor of God, which is happiness, joy, peace, meekness, well, the fruit of the Spirit, which happiness is not one, but love, joy, peace, meekness, long-suffering. Put on those things, the armor of God, and you will have a successful day every day.
Yeah. I have to agree with that. Because sometimes I have to be very intentional about being happy, because there are a lot of things that you can cry about.
That's right.
And being a social worker, there are a lot of things that that could be considered secondary trauma.
Yeah.
So you're right. You have to be very intentional about being happy.
Right.
And so so even when we come over here and we just have our little chats and we just be chilling or whatever, I really enjoy that. I enjoy that because we get to have good conversation, and you tell me what's real, because there's a gap between our ages. So your experience and my experience, I think that your wisdom does serve as that bridge as I cross it.
And many times I know I listen to what you say, and you have great advice and not very knowledgeable. But I can give you one word, 2 words of wisdom, and you'll take that and you'll run with it. And it's phenomenal because you can do a whole story out of 1 or 2 words.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
So where should you get all that from? And she has to catch me while I'm under the anointing, because when I'm under the anointing, I give her what God said, thus say God. And it's gone then after that. So
you don't even remember?
I don't even remember.
Oh, gosh. Well, thank you. I really, really enjoyed talking to you.
I always enjoy talking with you.
Thank you. Is there anything else you want to tell our audience out here that may see this? Somebody that may see this years from now.
Really?
Yeah. Once you put it out there on social media, it's out there.
Well, what I would say, enjoy life. Enjoy your day by day. Just enjoy it, because it's not promised to anyone. You can be here today and gone 2 seconds later, but enjoy your life. That's important.
Y'all hear that? And that's coming from a woman that probably has a broken rib right now.
I do, and she's trying to get me to go
I am.
urgent care, which I do not intend to go.
We'll have the conversation offline. This has been what is this? Yeah, I am
Your morning coffee.
my morning coffee.
Or my morning coffee?
Yes, I am my morning coffee.
Okay.
Go look at the camera and say, I am my morning coffee.
I am my